Hi, I'm Nick Cresta, Superintendent with O'Neill Construction. Today we're here at Dunbar Tower, an apartment development by the Ann Arbor Housing Commission in partnership with Avalon Housing right here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. This project has a couple unique features, one is which full site remediation was done. So the project was excavated down to a certain point and we're able to start foundations in the southwest corner over there. About a third of this building footprint is going to be basement. So over there in the corner, we've got a stair tower, and then into the basement here. Outside of the basement, we've got earth-formed footings and piers to support the structure above. Those piers will transition to columns. The project's kind of working from the southwest counterclockwise. We're going to work around to a north stair tower once this ramp is removed, and then the whole project is brought up to grade before we move on to level 2. So we're standing in the basement right now, and you can see we're placing all the basement walls. A major component of this is going to be sleeve locations for the incoming services. You know, the basement is really where the nervous center of the whole building. So we've got water service coming in that location. We're coordinating sleeves for both fire suppression water as well as domestic water. And then we've got what will be internet service coming into a data closet over here, as well as a special feature of the building, which is all these geothermal wells, which all come from below ground. Now the geothermal, there's 24 wells, and they go 600 feet deep. They loop down to the ground, come back up, and will converge on a manifold here in the basement, which will help serve all the heating equipment. We also have the electrical service coming from the northwest corner that comes and feeds all the gear here in the basement as well. So we've got the elevator pit foundation placed. This, as simple as it looks, it takes a fair bit of coordination with the elevator company to make sure that the infrastructure works with the specific elevator being installed. For instance, sump pit location is an important thing to get correct. So we'll bring this up. Concrete walls will go all the way from this foundation all the way to level 1 with car doors, rear-facing car doors for the elevator coming into the basement, and then going up onto level 1, we front-facing car doors. So the bottom of the elevator pit sits at 5 feet below basement level, which is 15 feet below first floor level. This elevator will serve the basement first and all the way to the 6th floor. So we've got a high-speed elevator that comes about halfway through the job that starts installation. So right now we're tying re-steel in the foundation walls. We've got number 6 bars vertically and number 4 bars horizontally. And this is a pretty typical wall reinforcing detail. We've got columns that are pre-tied and set in place with the crane. Typically number 7 bars vertically on that and number 4 ties. So an important thing to coordinate before we place these walls are sleeve locations for services coming into the basement. We've got internet service down on that end. We've got water service on this end. So we've got fire suppression lines as well as domestic water lines coming in. So we'll have layout in place for those sleeves, and those sleeves on hand like this, that we can set in place and tie the reinforcing around. So when it comes time to bring service into the basement, that location's already established. So a critical element to this building is getting power to the property. And in this far northwest corner is going to be a primary switch cabinet, and we need that for 2 important reasons. There's overhead power currently along this west side of the building, and in order to take the building vertically, that power needs to be taken underground. So that power will be rerouted underground to the primary switch cabinet, and from that switch cabinet it's going to power this new development. So they'll sweep from that corner to this transformer location here, and then these sweeps coming from the transformer will go to a secondary switch cabinet, and all those conduit there with the yellow tape on the top, those all go underground about 10 feet, go into the basement, and those will serve the switch gear for this building. So all the basement walls are going to be formed with these reusable quick assembly forms, Stoker forms. They clamp together very fast, and they can stay together and be picked up with the crane. Being able to pre-assemble these wall forms allows work to be done inside the wall while we're building the wall forms, and then the forms will swing into place, close up the wall. So we get multiple things going at one time. Carpenters building wall forms, and rod busters tying the re-steel in the wall.